Welcome to what might be the final episode of this playthrough. It might be the semi-final episode, but it kind of feels like the game is ramping up for a final boss or a final dungeon type of situation. And in the meantime, Naira has ditched the outer section of her lab coat as well as her left sleeve and left elbow. I don't know why she decided to do that. But only got a couple more quests before it sounds like I'm gonna go into the final dungeon. And unless this is like a Gothic 1 situation where there's a whole stage of quests to get into the final dungeon, and then the final dungeon is this really big, long, involved thing where you have to do half of it and then leave and do quests outside of it and then go back in. I have a feeling like I might be getting close to the end here, so as I recall, I need to find Dawkins and take him out because I guess he's too big of a threat. I'm not totally sure what's going on with him, why Jax is thinking that. The aliens, they want Dawkins first, me second, for like their dark Elex conversion purposes or whatever. We are a risk of people developing resistances and immunity to dark Elex, I guess. And Dawkins having had communication with them before and him disappearing randomly kind of makes it sound like maybe he's doing some sketchy stuff, so I guess that's what's going on. And then they're sending a principal to talk to me. But I guess I'll go murder Dawkins or whatever first. Let me get a summary, just refresh my memory.
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
A principal called Teak wants me to visit him in the Patara Former. I'll need to be careful. It could be an audience with a Skyan superior or just a cheap attempt to trap me. I still don't know. It's about time we took Dawkins out. The sooner the better.
Murder!
Last but not least, we need to get Cassandra to open the gateway to the main Former. That's definitely going to be difficult. So let's keep going. We have a lot to do.
Stand by.
I don't know how to do anything with Cassandra unless that opens up along the way with Dawkins and Teak.
We need to find Dawkins and take him out. He's too big of a threat. So turn your sensors up and track him down. Let me know the second you find anything.
Localization protocol initiated.
I don't know what'd be worse. If we found him, if he found us, or if the Skyans found him.
Oh, you don't know where he is? We're not gonna get a revelation? He's just gonna go off and scan and I'm gonna wait until he randomly finds him? I'm gonna spend some time with Kaya. Oh, it was a mistake sending your guards outside. What? When did that happen? Why is that dialogue happening? I didn't think her guards were outside. Is 1, 2, 3? Why would he say that? Quick save took a concerningly long time.
It was a mistake sending your guards outside.
Always have to have a smart answer for everything. They've always been our arch-enemies, but after recent events, they feel particularly threatened. They fear our potential dominance. We have to pace ourselves. We'll need all the strength we can muster. And the fort isn't safe right now. Attacks have become all too common. There's unrest in the air.
Okay, I get it.
You can't always pick and choose your comrades in arms.
What is she? Who? What? What is the? What? What is this comment in relation to? Her guards are in here and have never left. Is she talking about the guards at the fort? Is she in command of them? Is this Gregor finally making his way back?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
So, what?
We've already done all this. He's dead.
So now
We killed him already. I killed him. My random Morkan recruits. Who? I forget. I don't even remember the guy's name. But he should be wearing destroyer armor. Oh, there he is. Sitting down.
What? You got something I can destroy? 'Cause if you don't, take your shit and get out of my face.
Kind of weird how I am a Morcon and I recruit Morcons to my faction, but they're like a splinter cell of essentially Morcon defectors. What the hell was that conversation with Kaya about? Are there guards posted out here? These two look like they're talking.
most of them just talk but don't actually do anything.
Too many ears listening.
Maybe not. Hello, guard.
I don't have time
That's
for you
what I
right
call
now.
dangerous.
Hey, Thoril, do you have any new dialogue?
Wow, you really opened my eyes. I appreciate it.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't think there's anything special going on in or around the fort.
That's what I call dangerous.
Baytara Command Cell.
We have our way.
Baytara. And this is where I'm supposed to meet Tyak.
Is that just something you heard, or is there really something to it?
This crony found Dawkins. Maybe if I sleep a day, he'll accelerate the process. I just noticed I have a skelly clutching a bottle of something. Bottle in a glass. Just hanging out in my newly redesigned Morkan quarters. I traded my large double bed for 2 individual beds, so now when Kaya and I spend time together, we have an awkward gap in the middle of the mattresses.
Shit.
Yeah.
What's the use?
Robot! Where is my robot? Went right by him. Crony. Find any Dawkins? No, I guess not. Well, I don't know where to find Dawkins. I gotta wait for Crony sensors to pick him up, so... that leaves one option, and that's going to visit Tyak, who is mysteriously in the snowy mountains above Cleric's headquarters, so I guess I'll go that way. Kind of looked like the area he's in would be out of bounds, but I guess it's in bounds. Y'all still got nothing, no dialogue?
How come you hardly ever came to the fort?
No, I don't care. You're just repeating the same shit. It's like so bright up here. do do. What? It's cold. Why is it cold? Is this not where I'm supposed to be going for this quest? If I come this way and go up there? Is he in the former? He's probably in the former and I have to go underground. I gotta fight a bunch of monsters first to get to the guy who sent me a friendly invitation. And also, despite the fact that I have previously cleared this area out at least once, maybe even twice. I have no particular desire to fight anything, because I don't need Dark Elex. XP is kind of worthless at this point. You're really gonna make me fight through a horde of enemies to get to the guy who sent me a friendly invitation to talk? I mean, like, these are the corpses from the crap I killed earlier that haven't despawned. Ow. There was no warning. About to be grenade time. Yeah, it does say the command cell of the Batara former. Still pretty annoying that someone wants to meet me, and yet I'm having to fight a horde of mindless monsters. Couldn't we have met somewhere where there wouldn't be monsters? Couldn't you have done something to clear this area so that way I wouldn't have to deal with all this crap?
This is the Batara former command cell. And where's Principal Tayak?
It's a trap! And I take my helmet off when I'm suspicious about the lack of guy. So what's this guy's face?
And out of their midst will come men who will tower above all others, and yet be equal to them.
Huh. So you must be Principal Tayak. Didn't know Skyans could speak our language.
What has long rested in darkness has returned to the light of the world. Yes, we speak your language. And yes, they call me Tayak now. A designation of my identity, one that has not completely shed its roots.
You were waiting for me.
I called, and you came.
Why now? Why haven't you tried to negotiate with humans before?
Your attempts to infiltrate Cassandra were impressive. You are worthy of our attention.
This guy looks like some cross between, like, Skeletor and Lord Zed.
What makes you think you have the right to destroy our planet?
It is as much our planet as it is yours, and we will improve it.
Why did we go back to his designation of my identity? Show the last line he said, not the old one.
Who are you? Where the hell are you from?
The ground beneath you tells our story, but there are few who could remember it now.
But why Magellan? Couldn't you have found another world?
Unless you are aware of an alternative habitat, that is not a viable proposal.
Why invade now? Why not before?
We had not completed our primary research. We would have been unprepared.
You're not giving me straight answers. Just a load of bullshit.
Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward.
You hear the words, but your mind is too limited to discern the truth behind them.
Why did you call me? What do you want from me?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. If anyone can understand, it would be you.
What the fuck?
You could ask 1,000 more questions, and I could answer them all. And yet your mind would not apprehend this knowledge without the one answer to every question.
And what's that?
Who we are, where we come from, where we are going, and how much time we have left is all at the will of the singularity. It is the source. It is our God. It is the Elex. And it will be the end of us all.
More damn riddles. How am I supposed to understand anything if everything you say just raises more questions?
Your thoughts are tied in knots, when really it's all so simple. Let me explain it to you from the very beginning. First, there was desire, a shared obsession for eternal life. We were not the only ones with such a desire. There was another, a scientist and inventor, making his name at what was then called the Infinite Skies Corporation.
You're talking about Dawkins.
It was he who invented the formula for immortality. He who discovered the singularity, a celestial body with the necessary laboratory conditions, many light years away. And so the inventor sent a delegation of scientists there, so that they could make his elixir of life a reality. and they succeeded. The first Elex was created, but the inventor was still here on Magellan. If he was to remain alive for the many decades of research ahead, he would need the first derivative of the Elex brought to him. And so the comet became the emissary of this miracle, delivering both the Elex and the cataclysm that would reduce the planet to ashes. The rest of Magellan's story you wrote yourself.
I thought it must have been something like that. Callahan wasn't the only spacecraft sent to save mankind from the comet. There was a second one, carrying a group of scientists, and its name was Cassandra. That's who you are, isn't it? You're the scientist Dawkins sent in search of eternal life. When I first heard what you called yourselves, it sounded like sky ants. But you're not insects. You're not even beings from another planet. You're scientists. And you risked everything, heading into the sky in search of the very essence of life. Everything that's happened to our world over the last 2 centuries, it's because of you. You developed Elex and brought it here.
My name was once Taylor, but many years of metamorphosis and cellular renewal turned me into something else. Turned us all into something unique. We became the Skyans. I am Tayak now, the guardian of Betara, one of those who will improve Magellan.
Okay. So that contextualizes like 3 notes that I found earlier. With I think Taylor was an assistant, like a new assistant to Dawkins at Infinite Skies, and they were monitoring a singularity. And I remember being very confused when I read that note, because I was like, what's the singularity got to do with it? I thought it was a comet. The singularity is different from a comet, and now apparently the singularity was the thing to begin with, and then he sent dudes out, Taylor and others, to investigate the Elex and make a formula for eternal life, and then they sent it back on a comet. Kind of question the motive to destroy the planet in the process. Like, did Dawkins have some sort of like eugenics type of thing where he's like, I'm going to purify the Earth and have a more pure Elex-based life. Let's get rid of this inferior human life and replace it with Elex life. Like, who? Or was they couldn't have just brought Elex back, like on a return trip? Was their spaceship a one-way trip, and they had to spend light years out away from Magellan, developing technology to be able to build new space alien rockets based on Elex and Dark Elex technology? And why is Dark Elex different from Blue Elex, and why was only Blue Elex sent, and why is there now Purple Elex? Will any of this be explained?
You call what you do improving? Killing everything and everyone and building your own world? We've got another word for that. Genocide.
Those who are worthy will be transformed. All others are expendable.
That kind of feels like we're just rehashing the Albs plot from the first game. The Albs are trying to harvest Elex to evolve and ascend to a higher level of being, and they're wiping out anyone who gets in their way. Like, you know, if you're either worthy or not to take Elex. And it turns out that these Skyans are basically more advanced prototypical Albs. Like, this is what the Albs would have become, I guess. Except the Albs only ever had access to blue Elex, and these guys have had purple Elex as well. I don't understand.
What was it like, being shot into the sky like that?
We are immortal. We can do things the rest of humanity can't even dream are possible. But it has come at a high cost. After centuries near the singularity, developing the Elex, we began to change. But we came to an even more devastating realization. The singularity was moving. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. Even the most hardened skeptics could no longer deny what we had started to suspect. You see, the Elex was not just made near the singularity. Many of the components were actually taken from it.
Does that mean?
Yes. The Elex is part of the singularity, and it wants it back.
That thing, it's on its way here? You stole part of its essence, and now it's coming to take it back, to reunite with the Elex. Is that what you're saying?
Your mind is beginning to see now, to understand.
Why the hell are you telling me this? What do you want?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. You are a DNA replicant of Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins, or Deus, as he is known among Skyans.
My boy, homie
You
Deus.
have a direct connection to him. Of all living humans, you must know where he is.
As it happens, I have no idea where Dawkins is now. But
My robot's
why is
looking
he
for
so
him.
important to you?
Those of us who left in the Cassandra space shuttle risked our lives and had to live in open space for decades. Dawkins only had one job. He was to prepare this planet for our return with the first derivative of the Elex we sent him. But when we finally received word from him and returned, well, so much has gone wrong with this planet in our absence.
So you want to make Dawkins pay for not preparing the planet for you? That's not the whole story, is it? You don't understand why I still resist your infection, do you? Cassandra's computer told me. My superhuman willpower is a mystery, and you're starting to realize I could be dangerous to you. How am I doing so far?
You see much.
So you want to drag me off to your labs and tie me to one of your dissection tables? Of course. And since I'm Dawkins' DNA replicant, you think I must have the same abilities he does. So take me apart, and you learn all about him, too.
Since you seem to understand everything so clearly, there's no need to prolong things. If you can't help us find him, this conversation is over. Dawkins won't be able to hide forever.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just one more thing.
Enough questions. It is time to study your anomaly.
Are we gonna fight? I don't want to fight.
We have very little time before the singularity arrives. We must be prepared. That means expanding our knowledge of mutability, and your DNA could save us many years of research. Now, make your way to one of our research cells. You cannot win the battle with the new Elex anyway. Sooner or later, you will become one of us.
Then why are you so eager to take me apart? You don't know shit. Anyway, even if it does come to that, it'll be my decision, not yours.
Enough! We need to finish this now.
Over my dead body.
That's the idea.
If that is how it must be.
It'll be an autopsy instead of a biopsy.
Shouldn't have come here.
Concentrate. I should train my
Bah.
mind before that thing happens to me.
Yeah, now is the correct time to be worrying about that.
His actions are and always have been motivated.
Why
by
are you having a monologue?
Turkey off Elex. It's hard to believe if you'd seen him the way he was. The commander in charge of the Ice Palace.
You're having a contemplative monologue while you're being attacked by the presumed emissary of the bad guys. Well, I'll get wrecked. Oh, good lord, it's like a pushover.
Fucking son of a bitch. Dawkins is the cause of everything that's happened to humanity. The world fell to his arrogance and greed. He wanted nothing more than to prolong his own miserable existence. And now, when the spirits he summoned are haunting him, he disappears. This has to stop. For good. My drone needs to find him. I must put an end to his plans.
Okay, so, I don't remember enough about what was said earlier in the game about the differences between Dark Elex and regular Elex. Like, there was that whole quest line with Kaya. She's talking about something, and I don't remember what that was all about. But I don't know if that ties in with these revelations or not. I have to go back and, like, rewatch footage to figure that out. But also, can I get more information on the timeline of when the DNA infusion happened? When Jax got infused with Dawkins' DNA? Because Jax was born a berserker, taken by Wardek into the Albs, rose through the ranks, and I guess at some point when he was an Alb, he got...
Damn it.
Shut up,
What's
I'm
wrong
talking.
with me? No, not now.
What? 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 What happened? Why?
Something's happening to me. I think I'm starting to develop the ability to control it. I'm becoming one with the Dark Elex and its properties, just as the Skyants feared. Dawkins, I will find you, and I will finish this.
Why did that happen randomly? There's no trigger. Was it just an amount of time passed after the fight? It happened like there was a cutscene. I was outside of here. What if I had teleported using the map back to the Bastion? Would that cutscene have played in another location? Would they have forced me to have something happen here? I'm very confused about why that happened in that manner. Now I have to skip through probably a shitload of dialogue and a fight if I want to replay that. Oh god. Sure, why not?
Shouldn't have come here. Concentrate.
Oh, we're playing Skyrim now.
Train my mind before that thing happens to me. Wardek's actions are and always have been motivated by his fears of going cold turkey off Elex. It's hard to believe if you'd seen him the way he was. The commander in charge of the Ice Palace.
What if I just shoot him? Like, how many shots would this be? I've already knocked off. What is he doing? At least he hits hard.
Believe it. Fucking son of a bitch. Dawkins is the cause of everything that's happened to humanity. The world fell to his arrogance and greed. He wanted nothing more than to prolong his own miserable existence. And now, when the spirits he summoned are haunting him, he disappears. This has to stop. For good. My drone needs to find him. I must put an end to his plans.
Alright, warp to Sebastian. Oh. I randomly can't? R doesn't warp me to Sebastian. Teleporting randomly and for no apparent reason doesn't work, so you have to run out. I'm going to assume that the cutscene is triggered either when you leave or... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Either when you leave or after a certain amount of time has passed, so... I'm not going to test that, I don't care. I understand enough. I just thought it was very strange that cutscene happened in the manner that it did. Traitor, hopefully my drone will find his signature soon. Alright, robot. Where Chuckles at? I don't suppose anybody else has interesting dialogue, do they? Nope. Is my kid supposed to play a role in some point? Like, if he has my DNA, and I have Dawkins' DNA, is Dex like the third prototype? They're gonna realize, oh, they can't beat me. Like, if I kill Dawkins and they can't beat me, they're just gonna take Dex. Do they know about Dex? Where's my robot at? Oh, robot's marked on the map. Look at that. I'm gonna presume that this will be a Dawkins trader. I'm assuming he knows where to find Dawkins now. What about Dawkins? Oh wait, I should probably
Negative. Dawkins outside sensor range.
train my mental.
Stay alert. We need to find that son of a bitch.
Stand by.
Oh, I can't train. Well, what? Who? Where? What? You don't know where to find him. Do I have to take him with me and run around the
we have
map?
ahead of us.
Stand by.
It's about time we took Dawkins out. The sooner the better. Last but not least, we need to get Cassandra to open the gateway to the main former. That's definitely going to be difficult. So let's keep going. We have a lot to do.
Stand by.
How do I make Cassandra open the gate to the main former? Do I go to the door and knock? Do I have to go back to that control panel and call her again? Is this the main former?
Critical risk. Recommend immediate evasion.
How about no? We got a quest. I don't know how to resolve it. Hey, Cassandra. Where's the doorbell? Knock, knock. Oh, well. Computer terminal? Which is like by the used car lot over here somewhere. I can climb on the computer, but I can't use computer. Why is this computer like even running still? How? That didn't cross my mind when I was doing this quest earlier. We weren't using that computer, were we? Weren't we just using Crony? What the hell am I supposed to do? Our robot's gotta find Dawkins. Where Dawkins at? Can't ask him like, hey, is Dawkins here? He's out of main sensor range. Can I talk to Wardek? Would he know anything? Hey, Daddy-O.
Don't worry.
You're not helping me. I have a serious problem right now. I have to find Dawkins, and he's out of my robot sensor range. I need to contact Cassandra. I don't know how to do that either. Is it a matter of time? Whoops. I guess that's fine. Like Crony said, he's out of sensor range. That makes it sound to me like I'm supposed to travel the world. And like maybe I'll be able to get... Why am I not getting out of bed? Has this interface always been like this? I thought I always like got out of bed every time after sleeping. Now all of a sudden, I'm staying in bed.
First Callahan, now the remaining computing units in Magellan. A silent but effective attack on our systems. Diabolical plan by an emotionless machine. Cassandra almost got away with it.
What?
Commander, Dawkins detected near Deltara former.
Damn it! We're too late. Skyan's already got him. I don't know what they've got planned for him in Deltara, but whatever it is, it won't be good for us.
Immediate intervention recommended. Risk of compromise 98.6%.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta drag Dawkins out of there before the Skyans squeeze everything out of him.
Acknowledged.
What was that random ass comments about Cassandra and the computing units? Did something happen and Jack psychically knew about it? Alright, he's at the Del Tara former, which is here. Look at that. We'll just go right there. I'll just go plow through the hordes of guy ants. I will go liberate Chuckles from the evil clutches of his own people. Get wrecked. Oh, I didn't wreck him. But I did kill him, so that's good. God, I'm getting real tired of these respawning enemies. Oh shit, I one-shot it? Well hell, I'm not gonna fight those things with a weapon, a melee weapon anymore. I'll just one-shot him. Oh, what? I didn't one-shot him. Had I previously damaged it and didn't realize? What in the... Is Dawkins in the former, or... Like, I feel like I'm going way far past... Did I not pay enough attention? It says he's in the former, but like everything that's going deeper and deeper into this is taking me not to the quest marker. I'm so far away from the quest marker. Like, what? Can't summon computer from here. I guess I might need Crony for that, even if I wanted to. But I don't think he's in the former. Unless he's like in... Was there a secret entrance room somewhere that I didn't see? In the Del Tara former. My ass. Where's the dialogue? Okay, he says near the former. quest log lied to me. But Crony and the dot were accurate.
Finally. I thought I'd never find you.
Where it all began.
Jax, you're here. You came to save my life?
Actually, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Should I ram my gun down your throat now or after you explain things?
I see. I take it you've spoken to the Skyans.
Did you really think you'd keep your story secret forever?
No, but I hoped I'd get the chance to explain everything to you before the invaders did.
You've had plenty of chances.
Yeah, why didn't you?
If things hadn't turned out this way, you probably would have taken the secret to your grave.
Maybe you're right, but perhaps we should get out of here before...
You're not going anywhere. Not until you tell me everything you've done. To me, to humanity.
Well, seems I don't have much choice. All right, let's talk about it if we must.
When did you find out about the comet heading for Magellan?
Whoopsie.
Was it before or after you started planning to live forever?
The comet wasn't the beginning. I first sighted it 5 years before it crashed here. But even before that, years before, when I was still a young man, I observed a much more significant phenomenon in the sky.
The singularity.
All my research, all the observations, all the calculations, they all told me this was an incredible discovery. It was the answer to all the questions humanity had ever asked, and more. Much more than that. But I didn't have the resources then to fathom its true nature. Then, years later, when the Infinite Skies Corporation was founded, I had my chance. Unlimited resources. Everything I needed. And still, I couldn't really comprehend what I was seeing. It seemed to turn all the laws of physics, all the laws of nature, on their head. The results of my research and the lessons I learned from the Singularity's behavior brought me fame and the recognition of my colleagues. But even when many of them tried to denounce me, I continued my research, though I soon reached the limits of what I could learn.
How did you create Elex?
I didn't. It was there all along, in the Singularity itself. Elex is a part of it. It just needed to be modified and adapted to humans. I was getting old then, increasingly aware of my mortality. I realized I would never reap the rewards of my work if I didn't...
Find a way to live forever.
Yes. Even there, the Singularity helped me set the wheels in motion. But I couldn't do it down here on Magellan. I had to go up, to the Singularity itself. It was the only place with the right conditions. But the journey would have taken far too long. I needed a faster way. A technology you've seen for yourself. It's been a feature of the skies for years, ever since the war against the Alps.
You mean the strange ring the hybrid created?
Correct. An artificial wormhole. A bridge from this world to another. I sent a group of scientists through it. They came back more than 160 years later as highly developed, immortal beings.
Man, like the music just cutting is so jarring.
Why didn't you go yourself? Why leave it to others?
Because of the comet. This rock, this tremendous destructive force on a collision course with our world. I was afraid if I went with them, we'd return to a planet reduced to rubble and dust.
And that's exactly what happened. You didn't stop it. Whether you were here or on the other side of the galaxy.
It wasn't a question of whether it would hit Magellan. The question was whether humanity would survive.
You could have saved the planet. You could have changed the comet's course with your spacecraft.
I tried. I was the one who started projects like Cassandra and Callahan. But when panic breaks out, well, few people are willing to pull together for a common cause.
I zoned out. Why would he have tried to detour the comet. I thought the whole point was his scientists were sending the Elex back on the comet. I mean, I guess if he had the wormhole, he wouldn't need to send the comet, but maybe something broke down on the other end? Like, did the current Skyend invaders come pouring through the wormhole? And I've just forgotten what that cutscene looked like that happened 130 hours, almost 2 months ago.
How did the first Elex get into the comet?
My Cassandra scientists had to hurry once they reached the singularity. They quickly had their first success. They sent Blue Elex back to us on a carrier rocket. But soon after launch, it became clear it would never reach Magellan. A fatal miscalculation they could do nothing to correct. But the rocket could reach the comet that was fast approaching the planet. So they steered it onto its path, and soon, the Elex was here, and my work could begin.
Your work to prolong your miserable life at the expense of millions of other lives.
Yes, a tragedy, I admit.
Okay, well that at least kind of answers my other question, but it still made it sound very contradictory about why he would be like, well,
How did you manage to smuggle all those scientists aboard Cassandra without anyone realizing it?
At first, nobody knew anything about the comet or any spacecraft. Of course, once things were in the open, I was forced to share my research with everyone. Research that might save a lot of lives, maybe all of them. But Cassandra was to be my project. I kept it secret to make sure it didn't suffer the same fate as Callahan. All people did was argue, blaming mistakes on each other. I couldn't allow that to happen with Cassandra. So
you got rid of anyone who could have talked about it, right?
it was a dark time. Not one I'm proud of.
like, the story is boring me right now. I feel like this whole point, the story up until now has been kind of filler and busy work. Largely unrelated to the central conflict. I mean, some of it's kind of tangentially there, but it's been a whole lot of, like, trying to understand the Skyends and how they work and what's up with Dark Elex, what their plans are, etc., etc. Which none of which really mattered much to me, and then we get near the very end of the game, and then it's basically just expositional backstory dump saying, this is what happened all along. This is why, and I'm like, okay. I don't really care at this point anymore. Like, the game's almost over. Could some of this have been doled out a little earlier in the game?
Your scientists, or whatever they are now, spoke of the singularity as if it were a god.
Isn't it? It contains secrets that no one, not even I, could ever discover. Not in 1,000 lifetimes of research. It gives eternal life. It creates new life forms from nothing. It decides whether we all live or die.
Principal Teac says it's moving towards us. It could hit us at any moment. And from what you're telling me, this is nothing like a simple comet. This will destroy us all.
So what is it, if not pure divinity?
Stop fucking with me! How do we stop it, genius?
The Skyends have been set on their path from the very beginning. It's this plan that drives them. It's their reason for being. The reason anyone who gets in its way is destroyed.
Oh yeah? So what is this plan?
All in good time, Jax. We need to survive this war before we can move on to the next one.
What about the DNA replication? Why did you share your genes with me?
I've been trying to prepare the planet for the arrival of the Skyends for years. That's what the Albs and their directive were for. And for a while it was working. But once the Albs set up the first converter in the lands of the Free People, the tide turned. The hybrid, that thing I was a part of once, sensed resistance among the Albs. There are a lot of skeptics and even saboteurs, especially among the technicians. The foundation of a hostile group, the Separatists, became inevitable. But there you were, a highly effective and confident commander. Even then, your willpower was a thing to behold. I replicated my own DNA with that of the owl with the greatest mental strength I could find to protect myself and my legacy. It was a backup, if you will. Being in the hybrid capsule prevented me from doing anything as mundane as procreating.
That explains your interest in my son. But you won't be going near him again. I'll make sure of that.
After the replication, your willpower became even stronger. You were the only one who could resist being promoted to Alexander. Even implanting a control chip in your head had little effect. That's one reason I chose you to establish and lead the Sixth Power. If anyone can stop the Skyans, it's you.
So, like, why does Adam want to even stop the Skyans at this point? Aren't those his people? Like, he sent them out to acquire Elex from the Singularity as a way to create eternal life. They sent Elex. He did that. He made eternal life. Now the Skyans are here. And we've established that regular Elex can lead to eternal life, and Dark Elex seemingly does even more stuff, so have his goals changed? Like, the whole point of the first game, as far as we knew, Blue Elex was sent by an evil alien force on a comet as a way to prep the planet for invasion, which kind of is confirmed in the sequel, but it was actually Elex transformed humans who sent it back. And, like, the hybrid was supposedly, like, using Elex to evolve to a higher level of being as a way to ingratiate himself with the aliens, to say, like, hey, we will subjugate ourselves to your will. Look at how evolved we have become. We can be, if not allies, and we can become subservient subordinates to you guys. We can live on and not get wiped out. Now that they're here, he's like, okay, well, now we have to stop them. But if they were his people all along, like, then why was the plot like that in the first game? Wouldn't he have known that? And why is the... Oh, God. Like, I'm getting a headache trying to understand plot.
Where does this great willpower come from? What did you do to me that even the Skyants don't understand?
The gifts to exercise great power over Elex are rooted in the configuration and harmonies of an individual's DNA. And willpower is one of these gifts. There are others, such as superhuman creativity or imagination, or superhuman strategic and mathematical problem-solving. You and I are not just the humanoid anomalies the Skyans would have us believe. We are Elex elementals, my friend. Our gifts give us the power to shape both ourselves and the fate of the world.
Why the Sixth Power? Why so much effort?
Because the Skyans want to level the planet, and I no longer have the power to stop them. I'm not one of them anymore. I'm their enemy.
Who can blame them for wanting you dead? All these elaborate schemes, all that effort, for such a long time.
Well, that's the price of eternal life, and I'm paying it now.
And so is everyone else, you bastard. You're nothing but a murderer.
Maybe. But the Skyanids are far worse. Just think of the sheer scale of what they're doing.
And what about what we did in those converters? Squeezing the Elex out of people.
What is it you want, Jax? Justice? World peace? What's that compared to standing before God and being granted eternal life?
You've done nothing but lie and manipulate me. Well, I'm done. The super soldier you bred to serve you quits right here and now.
There's no need for us to be at odds, Jax.
Of course there is. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Fine, if that's the way you want it. Just don't expect me to give up without a fight.
Oh, are we gonna fight?
If I
like,
win,
literally?
I promise to honor your legacy. Your work will not have been in vain.
Enough talking. Let's end this now.
As you wish.
We're gonna fight. Oh. Big mistake! Ah, I hate it so much. This end of the game, the finale, has been just endless expositional diarrhea, followed by a lame, mundane fight against a humanoid opponent. Look at those health bars. What? Why did that happen? When did I get, like, Kamehameha wave powers? I've never had that the whole game. Are they assuming I'm a berserker?
Shit!
What the hell was that?
Damn it. That son of a bitch. Doesn't matter. I need to keep going. Otherwise, there'll be nothing left to fight for.
Are you gonna?
Damn it.
Are you gonna comment on that, Jax?
Need to hurry.
Why did you suddenly have flaming energy blast? What? Oh, God. Oh, I can't take it. The story has gone off the rails into nonsense territory. And also, like, the most lazy way possible. It's like, we're not gonna craft gameplay scenarios that build towards these plot devices. It's go to objective marker, talk to person in relatively boring, straightforward dialogue for 10 or 15 minutes, then fight dude. And then there's, like, weird inconsistencies that at first glance don't seem to line up with the first game's plot. And, like, then that shit happens where my character randomly gets what looks like fiery energy Kamehameha wave blast that I've never had before. Not been part of my character growth in the abilities tab. It's not a faction skill. It's not been hinted at or teased anywhere in the story. It just came out of nowhere. Like, Jax knew he could do that? Shouldn't he be like, oh, what was that? I just instinctively did a weird thing and a thing came out. Oh, that's weird. And then it's supposed to be implied that, like, he's developing more and more of, Dawkins' abilities or something, but they don't touch on that at all. It just comes out of nowhere. Like, what in the world? How do I use Cassandra? Do I talk to Robot? Yo, Crony is, like, secretly the second most important person in the world. It's Jax and Crony versus the world. Without Crony, we'd be getting nothing done. Robot. See, here's what confuses me, is that Crony has quest marker icon and not companion icon.
And when I was looking for companion icon earlier and not seeing it, I was confused. Sandra?
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
We've cleared all the obstacles that have stopped us from marching into Maricor. Now the Sixth Power can do what it was meant to do. I'll go through the plan of attack in Maricor with Thialg. We'll free the territories from the invaders. But what then? We still haven't got a plan for how we're going to get the gateway open.
Probability that Cassandra will cooperate, 0%.
Yeah, I know, little guy. Her machines aren't taking any half measures. Nobody can match up to their willpower.
Analyzing.
Also, I still don't know how we're supposed to get in. Let's take care of the other things first. I'll figure out the rest as we go.
Acknowledged.
Okay. So, are we gonna go... I hope to God, he said something about clearing out the territory. I hope there's not gonna be more invasions I have to go fight. Yeah, if I have to fight a horde of enemies, like, I can accept it being up in here, but if I have to come around Ignadon and Caracas and the terrorists, I'm gonna be upset.
This is it. Let's gather the forces of the Sixth Power and march into Maricor.
Yes. Now is the time. I've received reports of Skyan troops moving into Maricor.
Into Maricor.
Principal and his combat troop are waiting in the center of Maricor on the command of the main former. Another is located in the corporate ruins to the west of this territory. There's also a group of Skyans in one of the Skyanid-infested sectors on the front line in Maricor. Reportedly, there's a second group directly behind them, in the uninhabitable sector. Of course, they're at the entrance to the pass that leads to this cursed land of Maricor. All factions are about to invade our territories with their primary forces.
All factions?
If we don't deal with this now, it may already be too late.
So what's your plan?
Our military forces will take care of the Skyan curators and agitators. You and your comrades can help best by taking care of their leader. Then destroy everything that's left.
So let's go.
We're ready to march immediately.
Very good. Let's end this invasion as quickly as we can.
Move out!
Okay. I guess we're leaving now. My child has randomly come back. I assume that was my child.
Shit.
What was that? Was a random cutscene? So where is like everybody? Some people are here. The random nobodies.
There's always something to do.
Yeah, like fighting the fucking Skyans. You want to come help me with that? So all of my companions and those Morkan dudes are out somewhere fighting. Gardock is still pointlessly hammering on shit for no good reason. I don't think any of the supposed reinforcement he's done to the Bastion has been for any benefit.
Dex, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you...
I have to tell you about the spirits. I heard their voice again.
What are you talking about?
It was when I was in Tavar, near the former there. I could sense the strange presence. Remember how I told you about it?
Yeah, I remember. You said there was something... that was just...
Well, it's back. Only this time it's coming from somewhere else. I can hear them. It's like ghosts talking.
So, you hear voices. Okay. And what do you want me to do?
I have to go there. We have to go there.
You know how much other shit I have to deal with, kid? I had like 6 missions pop up to go murder Sky Ants. You're adding more to my workload. Okay, this is the, what is that movie? The Babadook? That meme where the mom is yelling at, like, her kid is in the backseat just screaming like a lunatic, and she's like, shut up, just why can't you be normal? And he screams at her some more. That's what this is.
Ah, alright. Can you tell me why at least?
Creation.
I know this is gonna sound a little crazy, but...
I believe you. Just look at who your mother and father are. You were always going to be special. Besides, so much crazy stuff has happened lately. There isn't much that can surprise me anymore. The thing is, I have a hell of a lot of stuff to do, Dex.
Yeah, I was just saying that.
I know, but this is really important.
What do these voices say? What are they talking about?
It's always just fragments, never whole sentences, but they say things like analyzing, marching orders, troop movement, or sensor range, algorithm, or control unit 0.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Control Unit 0? That's the identifier for Cassandra, the central computer of the main former in Maricor.
Yeah, it's just some stuff your drone keeps babbling.
Are you really saying you can hear the former central computers communicating with each other?
I'm not sure, but yes, it's some kind of communication. It's not just that though. I can hear where a voice comes from, even the direction it's speaking in. Like, the last few days, I kept hearing one of these voices coming from way up north. And it was speaking in the direction of one of the big formers in Ignadon.
So you're saying Cassandra's trying to contact Alfara? Well, that's what it sounds like, at least.
Maybe.
I already turned that piece of crap off. If Cassandra is really trying to contact Alfara, it won't be able to answer.
Well, I guess that's good.
So what do you have in mind?
I don't really want to go all the way north, but I want to take a look at the former that this voice was trying to reach. I feel like I'll understand them better then.
I hate saying this because it could put you in danger, but this could actually help us.
Really?
If you can really eavesdrop on the data traffic, we might be able to learn some important secrets without anyone noticing. This could make all the difference in the war.
I'll do my best. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, I have something for you. The clerics have some really cool stuff. They should be doing a lot more with it.
Yeah, sometimes I think about that too.
Here, this is for you. I managed to swipe it from them. I bet you can use it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So, you want to go to the Alfara former. Alright, it's risky, but I'll take you. If you can tap into Cassandra's AI, it could really help us.
Great, let's go then.
But you do what I tell you, and you do nothing until you've asked me first. Understood?
Yes. So when do we start? I can't wait.
Why don't you and Asker go on ahead to the region near Alfara and wait for me there?
Thank you, Father. I'm sure the risk will be worth it.
I hope so.
See you later.
Goodbye.
So, my son is on his way to the Alfara former. Time for some additional preparations. But I should hurry. I can't leave Dex alone too long.
Who is this? Is that Smith? Yeah, that's gotta be the Smith. Why aren't you fighting, buddy? Okay, so what the hell is a polished symbol of Kalan? Did he literally just give me something to sell? You think I need money, child? I have 34,000 Elexit. I have all this crap that I can sell. Like, look at all this money I have just here. Look at all these super valuable weapons that I've stole and have yet to sell. Like, I don't need money at this stage of the game. I have probably like 500,000 or more in money. Let's take a look at this. The principle. Are these all just individual principles? Shadow in the center. I just gotta fight baddie. Okay, so I got a couple random companions in random places. They're spread out. Who this? Theog and Fox. Didn't I have somebody? They said something more about Ignodon, I thought. Is that Ignodon technically right there? Anybody? There's nothing else happening anywhere else, right? Just up there? Good. I only see like a handful of companions though, like Naira, Nasty. God, why is the movement so slow? When you zoom in and you use the WASD to pan, it is so slow. Then you got Falcon Bully. And then here we got Fox and Kaya. I guess that is all of my companions. Where's Crony though? Nasty Naira, Bully Falk, Kaya Fox. Don't I have a robot? Where's my robot? We should probably go do the quest with the kid. Dex and quest giver is Crony. Crony is up here, even though he doesn't show up as a companion anymore. Okay then. Let's see what's going on with Dex in the former. Feel like I should maybe bring my robot, but I think if I go to get my robot, I'll have to do like a quest cutscene. I don't want that. Asgard's just always swinging a sword.
Father! There you are! It's just like I said, that ghostly voice from Maricor is already much louder out here.
Can you understand Cassandra better now?
Yeah, but only like 1 word in 5. It would probably be better if we were directly in the path of the voice.
Okay. Guess that means we have to actually go inside. Formers are not the nicest places to visit. So you make sure you stay close at all times.
Okay.
And no point wasting any more time. Let's get in and out as fast as we can.
I'll stick to you like a leech.
We use a better comparison than a blood-sucking parasite.
I can't work out exactly where Cassandra's voice is directed, but I'll keep trying.
Come on, child, hurry up. Why are you lagging so far behind? Are these monsters supposed to be attacking me, or like what? That was weird. Like, I didn't want to fight them, but the fact that they didn't aggro me is peculiar. I got purpled. No! No more purple.
We should take a look around how far up. I don't know when we get to the right spot.
I missed a piece of Elexit. And some bolts and rockets and grenades. Or cannon ammo, whatever. This room?
Here it is. This is where Cassandra's voice is aimed at.
So, she's still doing it.
She hasn't stopped the whole time. She really wants to get at something. Oh, it's that capsule over there.
This thing looks a lot like the capsule Dawkins was stuck in when he was the hybrid.
Cassandra keeps trying to get the capsule's controls, but something's stopping her.
Is that old world technology?
I don't know, but it's some kind of blind spot for Cassandra. Whatever she wants to do with it, she can't control it. And it's connected to the central computer cell. That's like a direct line to the synapses of the former.
Dex left the group.
This thing here. Could we use it to eavesdrop on Cassandra without her noticing?
More than that, I bet you can get direct access to her identity. If we're lucky, it might even give us access to her control algorithms. But I'd have to climb inside and link my mind to this machine.
Oh, but
What if you're
it's
wrong?
a trap. They want your
I wasn't playing
DNA.
with toys while you were away, Father. It's not the first time I messed around with these things. The clerics had lots of this stuff lying around. I learned to use it while I was there. I mean, that's what I was supposed to do, right? That's why you sent me to them in the first place.
You chose to go
Really
there.
Something special. I know that, but
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
if Cassandra can't control that capsule, why doesn't she just destroy it?
An AI can use a capsule like this to connect a human being to its own synapses. She wouldn't throw out something like that just because it didn't work properly. She'll want to fix it. I think that's what Cassandra's been trying to do all along.
You want to go inside that thing? No way am I letting you do that.
But think about it. If I'm right, we could solve all our problems at once.
You're too important to risk on some crazy experiment.
All this time, I've been trying to find some way of helping you. And now finally I can. And you're not going to let me?
It's just too...
Too dangerous? That's what you always say. But we can't waste this chance.
Why does it have to be you? Let's get someone else to do
He's
it.
the only one who can hear
No
them.
one else can hear Cassandra's voice. I'm the only one.
Damn it, Dex.
You know I'm right. I have to get into the capsule so we can use it to attack the AI in the main former.
I'm not going to talk you out of this, am I?
Let me try, please.
Okay, let's do it.
I won't let you down. If this works like I think it will, I'll set up a channel with your drone. So if you want to talk to me, you'll have to use Crony, okay?
Hurry, before I change my mind.
A child is going to become a computer AI. He's not coming out of that capsule ever again. Even if the plan works, it's going to have some consequence. He's going to get stuck in there, and he's going to become part of, like, the Skyanid infrastructure. He's going to become like a human virus.
Probably better off not thinking about it.
Yeah, let's not think about the crazy shit happening with our child. What are you up to, Asgar?
I'll take better care in the future.
What? We just had a crazy dramatic thing happen. That's all you have to say?
I'll take better care in the future. I'll take better care in the future. I'll take better care in the future.
Take better care now, motherfucker. God damn it. Like, I just want simple things in the story. Like, I want a realistic reaction to this. I want extra dialogue to this, not just generic filler that he's been saying for the last 70 hours. I was skimming over this and I thought it said, I can talk to Dex through my phone. And I was like, wait a minute, what? Oh, it's a drone. So where's the what's the what now? There's one there. We're all in the bad. Look, there's one there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one up there. So, who? I guess I'll come here because I got people there. This is final battle or something. Maricor battle. A lot of question marks in these save files, so I don't know what's happening. Hello, Fox. That's all the Berserker gang.
Save it for later, champ. Let's get this over with first.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk to you anyway. I'll talk to my, not wife,
now.
but...
Don't you realize we're at war? As long as the battle for Maricor continues, I have work to do.
Can we talk about what just happened to our child?
Not now. Don't you realize we're at war? As long as the battle for Maricor continues, I have work to do.
Like, for all the shit that they gave Jax early in the game about not being there for Dex, like, Kaya has been not there, like, at all for anything that's happened since the start of this game. I dragged her to, like, 1 or 2 encounters to get a couple of random offhand comments, but she's had no say in anything. And now I can't inform her.
Not now. Don't you realize we're at war? As long as the battle for
I can't inform her that I've sent her child into a Skyan capsule from which he might never emerge.
Maybe we should discuss our plan again. The attack in Marikor. Commander, things have turned out as we feared. The enemy have advanced from main former Cassandra. They're ready to invade our territories. We're awaiting your orders to advance and put an end to them. We will honor those who marched with us into Marikor.
Let's do it. Or I just do it myself. Well, let's do it.
Advance! For the glory of Magellan!
For glory!
Relative to mortality or not, Principal has been defeated. Who's next?
Holy weird physics, Batman. Alright, everybody dead. I don't know why, like, it matters that I loot any of this, but I'm compelled to. Gotta get all these valuable toys. Like, is there ever gonna be an explanation for why these guys are carrying so many toys?
Marikor is a dangerous land. Deploy your resources carefully. I'll try to make sure you return. Good luck on the battlefield and in the main former. May our casualties not be in vain. Commander, for Magellan.
What? I'll make sure you return. You mean, like, are you gonna come with me?
Yes, let's do that. The Skyan troops are still being led by a principal. In the center of Marikor. In this infested region in front of the pass into the land. In the uninhabitable region in the east. In the corporate ruins in the west. And don't forget the hordes of Skyanid and other Skyan attackers. We still have a lot to do if we want to win.
Let's defeat them quickly before they invade our territories.
Well, I can't, like, take... What? I have an army, a little platoon of dudes, and a lady. We're not gonna go fight? You're just gonna stand there? Is there supposed to be a separate group of dudes for every one of these things that I fight? These my Morkin buddies?
What is it now? They're just sitting there waiting to be slaughtered. How much longer before we attack?
We go now.
Advance!
Yes! Let's do this!
What are we even fighting?
You'll regret this!
Oh god, I'm trying to spam the dodge button and he's not dodging. Was I out of stamina?
Principal to deal with. Who's next?
Is this all there is to them? Let's see what else we can get out of this. Have fun doing whatever it is you're doing next.
Like, why can't we advance farther and have more of us for later? It's taking you guys an unreasonably long amount of time to kill this thing. Like, holy shit. Oh, let's not go down into the pits of death. Am I supposed to have allies around here somewhere? Where are my allies? I don't have any allies for this fight. didn't even see that guy. What the hell? What blew up? Someone throw a grenade at me?
The principal is dead. Who's next?
I don't know, but these other guys don't really matter, apparently. I just gotta kill the principal. Hashtag, and that's fine, but I'm gonna kill him anyway because I hate these guys. So many. Good lord. My buffs. One shot. Oh, what they got? Two more. Corporate ruins west of here. Got some buddies I can maybe talk to them about helping out in that fight. Good old Falcon Bully. They are somewhere. I don't know where. Due east. Oh, I just flew past him. Ah! Where my buddies at? I missed him. They're now north of me. I got two buddies. Let's go.
I'm glad you are here. I'm ready to attack. Just give the order.
Can I talk to Bully?
Oh.
Or Falk? Are you the one in charge of this?
When are we leaving?
Let's go. Oh, you're both going. Okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright. I'm okay with that. God damn it. What are you even fighting, like, way up there?
Attack!
Backstab. Maybe. I'm getting backstab on somebody. Special attack. Backstab. Maybe not.
Relative immortality or not, Principal has been defeated. Who's next?
I've gotten to that point where I don't care about the loot. I'll loot the main guy because maybe he'll have something good.
Hey, you!
Hey, you.
What? That's it? Never mind, I'll hold down the fort here. Make sure to take out the main former. Got it?
We should all go into the main former.
That was disappointing. I am struggling to describe my feelings. That was a valuable experience. Time to investigate our surroundings. I expect a fine performance from you in the main former. Good luck.
Okay, bye. There's no quick way to get there. Well, there's those guys. Where's my companions at? They are south of here. Robot!
Dex, can you hear me?
Dex message. Loud and clear, Father. You sound worried. You didn't think I could do it?
So it actually works. It is him.
How do we know it's him?
How you doing in there?
Dex message. It's sort of uncomfortable. I can't feel my body. But wow, the view in here. Cyberspace. All around me. The things I can see, Father. It's mind-blowing.
What about Cassandra?
Dex message. She gave up trying to tap in and left. Dex message. But I guess she might be back later, huh?
Don't get caught.
Dex message. Okay, but I need to keep looking at the Alfara circuits and algorithms. I still don't fully understand everything. But Alfara isn't our goal, right? I need to find out how I can get to Cassandra.
Make sure she doesn't turn your brain into toast.
Dex message. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. No, I'll be careful. I'll report back once I know more. Stand by.
Until the situation in Maricor is resolved, it's not worth saying another word. I'd better join the fray now.
Goodbye.
Come on! Don't we have better things to do than just stand around talking? There are Skyans in Maricor just waiting to be slaughtered.
Yeah, she should be like leading this assault with like her tactical brilliance.
It's a volatile situation. Powder keg. Where are our orders? We need to get moving.
Go!
Forward, march! Ah, just like old times, am I right? And off we go.
And here we go. Right. I got blowed up. I'm about to get killed. Stop blowing me up. No grenades. I forbid the use of grenades.
That's one less principal to deal with. That should be the last of them. I need to inform Theog.
He's way back at the entrance.
Come on.
Yeah, we said that already.
We'll hold the position. I'm so proud I could do my part. Go and finish this, son.
What? Where is he? When did he get there?
Not now.
I get 1 extra HP, he'll do that. Hard save main former? Main former? Yes, let's do that. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna do that.
Okay, so we have eliminated the greatest threats in Maricor.
Yes. The largest attack on our territories has been defended. We'll continue clearing the remaining forces. Our needs at the base will have to wait. I'm grateful for your support. See you at the base, our bastion, Commander.
What?
The main former is still standing. It will continue spawning new beasts and attackers if we don't disable it.
Consider it done.
You are the greatest commander I've faced battle with. It's an honor. I wish you success, and a pinch of luck. You'll need it.
What? How do I get in, though? Son, open the door! This is so dumb. Now the robot's just hanging out by himself. Where's the rest of my crew? It's just a matter of time? Like, what the fuck is this? Tell me how to get in. What does the game expect me to do? They just expect me to, like, wander around aimlessly? Just waiting for shit to happen?
Probability of ambush high.
This is so dumb. You're at the end of the game, like, ace these events better so that the game will progress. Oh my god. Also, everyone's just like, oh yeah, we'll go back to camp. Why aren't they, like, doing anything? Why aren't we amassing forces to go fight into the main former? It's like, okay, we killed a couple dudes, now we're back to normal. We'll just go back to standing around idly around Sebastian. Oh. Like, what is the point of making me wait for Dex to figure something out? Can't he just find out? Oh, is Crony coming to talk to me? No, he was just catching up to me. I'm gonna spend some time with Kaya.
How's it going?
Please, can't you see I'm still working? What if I can't give it to them anymore?
You're the leader of the Berserkers of Tavar. Who could do a better job than you?
I suppose you're right about that.
Well.
Commander, message from Dex. Transmission requested.
Absolutely. What does it say?
Transmitting data. Please wait. Hold your position. The curators here will take you into custody. Where is your prototype?
Ah, damn it. Cassandra's trying to take you over again. It's getting annoying now.
Overriding data protocol.
Good idea, buddy. Activate enhanced security protocols. Cassandra's getting bolder. She's starting to become a real threat. Are you sure it was Dex that tried to contact you?
Probability of identity of data transfer. Dex, 95.3%.
Good enough for me. Hopefully Cassandra hasn't overpowered him yet. Did you manage to read anything from the data that'll help us?
Report. Dex plan to take control of Cassandra underway. Assistance possible. Overcoming Cassandra security system of primary importance. Use of low-traffic Cassandra external node point recommended. Classification harmless. Dex recommends biotransformer near Alfara. High data throughput, low security.
Good. Let's connect to it as soon as possible. We gotta hurry. Dex is in danger.
Acknowledged.
Oh no. Utter madness.
Yes, I agree. Utter madness is the correct term for this. Biotransformers out in the middle of nowhere. Robot!
Here is Cassandra's external node point. Classification still harmless.
Okay. Now work your cyberspace magic. Dex will be waiting for you. I'll keep an eye out in case Cassandra sends any henchmen.
Acknowledged.
Registering enemy takeover. Initializing security protocols. Holding position. Curators will... Error.
Sie ist kaputt.
Initiating reboot sequence. Loading new identity.
Algorithm confirmed. Reboot sequence completed.
Dex, is that really you?
Yes, Father. It's me.
Cassandra infiltrated. Takeover complete.
Did it work? Dex, can you hear me? How are you doing?
Dex message. Everything's fine. I just have a few things to take care of. Issues with Cassandra's security protocols, you might call it, Father.
Then Cassandra's now under your control.
Control Unit 0 eliminated. Dex message. Cassandra's consciousness has been deleted, but it's a huge mess here right now.
Okay, that all sounds pretty good. Now we can try and get through the main former gateway.
Dex message. Cassandra made more viruses and security protocols before she was deleted. I'll need to collect and deactivate them first. That might take a while. I have strategic orders here from the Skyans and records of their troop movements over the last 2 days. The Skyans ordered a large section of their force to march into Maricor.
No.
Deal with the invaders first. An immobilized mainformer is no use if the Skyan army is going to destroy everything anyway.
You're right. You know, you make a great commander.
Dex message. I hope I won't have to once the war is over. But still, thank you, Father. I'll report back once I've cleared things up here. End of transmission.
Going...
Well, they were talking about fighting another army. That's not showing up in my quest log. What are you saying? Be careful, little guy?
Be careful, little guy. We made it. Now we can open the main former gateway. Dex will give us the signal when we reach the entrance to the main former.
Acknowledged.
Okay, I guess we can just go there. We don't have to fight an army.
Probability of ambush high. Recommend reinforcements be requested.
Informer again. 2 question marks this time?
Commander?
Okay, little guy, make it quick. Dex, are you there?
Here, Father.
Where'd his arms go?
Open the door, quickly.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
It's not working. Something's stopping me from getting through.
But you took over Cassandra's circuits.
Yes, but it didn't work. I'm sorry.
Damn it. Damn it! What do we do now?
There's still one thing, but you won't like it.
What? What are you talking about?
I'll shut down the whole system.
With you in it? No! You'll just be eliminating yourself!
There's nothing else I can do. Father, I have to do this, okay?
No! Dex, no!
Go save the people, Father. We can't let the Skyans win.
Don't do it! Please!
Tell my mother that I love you both.
Dex. No! No!
Central Console Cassandra deactivated. Path to main former now clear.
Shit.
Now that I have my... all this going on, I'm going in here by myself with a robot. I have a whole army, I thought. Like, I have this whole 6th power thing. We were gonna do a thing.
Dex, I promise your death won't be for nothing.
Yeah, our son's dead. Hey, I get to talk to her about it.
We need to talk about Dex.
You can forget it.
It was his choice.
How does she know?
You know how he gets once he's set on something.
I know.
Dex has incredible potential. He could soon be more powerful than either of us.
All right, I'll leave it at that. I trust your judgment. I just hope you know what you're doing.
He's... what? That sounds like it should have happened
Great Skyan
before he shut down the power.
Getting to understand.
What the fuck is happening in this game? It's all in here. So there and what? And the Changeling's plan is also in.
The Skyans are afraid. They're afraid of total destruction by the Singularity. That's what drives them.
Like, I tried to tell her, hey, our son is going into a thing, but it's like the dialogue wouldn't trigger because we were in battle mode or something.
They're just people. People who tried to play God, to make themselves immortal.
And then I tried to do... when I tried to talk to her, I couldn't about it, and now that I think I have the same dialogue,
Now they're
stop
just creatures
talking,
that
Jax.
can no longer stop pushing their despicable experiments.
He's like, say it all at once. Stop doling it out every 15 seconds. But it's like the dialogue that should have happened after sending him into the capsule.
Who knows what awaits me at the end of this
up.
journey? The next evolutionary step for humanity? Or just another monster? I'm gonna find out, I guess.
The bit of dialogue that should have triggered it with Kaya after sending Dex into the capsule would not trigger until after he's already basically terminated his consciousness to shut down the whole computer system. And so now, like, Kaya sounded like completely nonchalant about, oh, our son's dead. How does she even know what happened? Like, no one told her? She wasn't there, and she's like, oh, I know. Like, what? None of this makes any goddamn sense. This whole ending is just like a clusterfuck of confusing nonsense. And I'm getting real frustrated with how little sense any of this stuff is making.
Probability of survival critically low.
Do I need to have my robot with me? Like, I got this whole army. Like, why can I take anyone besides one companion with me? Our whole point was we're gonna stop the invaders, and they're like, no, we're gonna go back to the Bastion and just stand around doing nothing. Oh my god.
Good to see you.
This is so dumb. Oh my god. Why are they not involved in the final dungeon? They split up into tiny little factions to help me fight a couple small skirmishes outside the thing. But when it comes to the final objective to infiltrate the thing and do the thing, no one has anything to say or do. They just stand there with their thumbs up their asses back at this bastion. Like, what was the point of assembling the 6th power? I could have done all this shit by myself. In fact, I could have fought all those bosses, those mini-boss principals here at the end of the game without their help. I didn't need them at all. They weren't part of any sort of interesting, specially scripted scenario. They were literally just meat shields for random combat encounters. That I didn't even need at all. I have no idea when I trigger a new point of range damage anymore, thanks to these bonuses. Oh, I meant to quick save. I wasn't expecting this. I landed specifically to quick save.
It's been so many years. Now just a heap of old metal and circuitry. Are you still in there?
I'm gonna assume that Cassandra / Dex are not in there. Computer is defunct. final boss?
This must be the Scion's most sacred place. If there really is a plan to stop the Singularity, I'll find somebody here who knows about it.
Hello.
Do you even comprehend what you have done, human?
Human? You're just an old scientist who decided to play God.
Is that what you think? That this is a game? You are mistaken. The change that is coming is deadly serious.
It has no legs?
You're talking about that thing up there. It's your fault it's about to destroy us. You and your crazy friends. You're the ones who tapped into it.
You know nothing, human. You have no conception of what is about to happen. The Singularity is not like the comet. It is not a simple object that will crash into the planet and destroy it. It will absorb this world, altering the laws of matter, time, and space completely.
It's like an apparition, like floating from purple mist.
So there's a chance humanity could survive.
The Singularity is brimming with fertile energy, but its capacity for destruction is vast. There is no telling what it will do if there is no one to control it when we're joined. Should any being like you survive, it will be a life without rules, an existence you cannot even conceive of.
And you're the peak of human evolution? You don't have the slightest clue what's gonna happen when that thing hits us.
We are many, and we were created for a single purpose. The changeling that stands before you is an elemental, forged with a new Elex. Only the best of us can control the Singularity before it collides with us. That is what I am, and that is what will be.
So what's the plan? They shoot you up there and you, what? You deflect that thing?
Oh, an elemental does not deflect. It controls. I am a changeling now. I can adapt to every environment. I will control the Singularity and absorb its power. And with it, remake this planet and remake those who are worthy of living in it.
An elemental? I've heard that before. I can't say I know what it means.
You are the second anomaly. If anyone should know, it is you. Your prototype and its offshoots share the privilege of being elementals of the first Elex derivative. If your skills have not yet developed as they should have, then it is the prototype that has made it so.
Speaking of which, where is Dawkins?
What are you saying? That Dawkins built some sort of safety switch? A control into me?
Almost certainly. There are those who cannot bear to share power. It could be done with a special DNA key. One that ensures your powers as a first Elex elemental remain limited.
He limited my abilities so I wouldn't be able to defeat him. That would mean he has at least one of those powers. I wonder why he never used any of them. Besides his immortality, of course.
So, you know what abilities Dawkins possesses?
I never asked him. I know that willpower is one of my powers. But Dawkins...
We will soon tear this secret from your body in our research cells.
You're destroying the world.
Not destroying, changing.
As far as the people who live here are concerned, it's the same thing.
Humanity must be sacrificed. That cannot be avoided. We have to be as prepared as possible for the arrival of the singularity. The consequences of deviating from our plan would be fatal.
This is about you surviving. That's what all this is really about.
There is more than my survival at stake. The beast within us has grown beyond our control. Any deviation from our ideals will represent a step down on the evolutionary ladder.
Is that what this is about? You're regressing. You've climbed such heights of evolution. You're scared all you can do now is fall. Probably why you're turning into some kind of reptile.
That is speculation, and of no relevance. Enough of this. I have duties to fulfill, and you are in my way. You have accomplished much, and created no end of problems for us. But it ends now.
I'm not scared of you.
You will be once you witness my powers. You pathetic human.
Use your orange beam. Orange energy beam. Or not. Parry these guys' attacks? Like, they seem magic. Heyo! I don't think I can knock him down, but I can parry them at least. Please dodge. I'm dead. Yay, now to skip through a shitload of dialogue.
This must be the Skyans' most
Actually, you know
place.
what? I don't need Crony anymore. He's like inhibiting my stats right now if he's waiting.
This must be the Skyans' most sacred place. If there really is a plan to stop the singularity, I'll find somebody here who knows about it.
What happened? Ow!
Done it. And I'm afraid he won't be the last. The Skyans didn't just breed this species because of the singularity. The changelings are their new weapon to take us all down.
Jetpack master. What the hell is that? What? War corpse. You threw him down, and now he's here. But, okay.
People have short memories. How long will it take before nobody remembers any of this at all? The war, the invasion, the fight against change and annihilation. The battles for basic resources and territorial disputes will change, and something new will take their place. An era of confusion, change, and superhumans. Changelings. The quest for the next evolutionary stage in resilience will consume us all. The battle for the privilege of becoming an Elex elemental has been unleashed. A race against time. Whoever loses will fall by the wayside and be lost in the tides of change. The Skyans and Elex were only precursors to the threats to Magellan in years to come. An almighty power that stretches its jaws around the world. Something nobody here will be able to ignore. Something new has begun. An age of change. The power, the singularity.
How very strange of them to end their game on a bunch of super low-res pre-rendered cutscenes that look horribly distorted and pixelated. But yeah, apparently that's Elex 2. I can't say that cliffhanger leaves me all that excited for a third game. It just kind of seems like, oh, vague threat, okay, whatever. At least when the first game ended, it was like, oh, there's aliens. The comet was like an alien thing, and aliens are gonna come and fight us, and like, that was exciting. But I don't know anything about this singularity. Whatever entity lives inside the singularity or on the other side of the singularity, and this elemental changeling stuff is like It's just gibberish nonsense to me at this point. I feel like the ending sequences were just very kind of slapdash. They just kind of like, whatever, go talk to someone and they'll explain everything in long expository dialogue. Oh, and then just fight them. And then, oh, here's a bunch of enemies, just go fight them. Go talk to this guy for 15 minutes and then fight him. A lot of really weird, bizarre stuff happening in the finale sequence of this game. I don't know if there's like a post-credits epilogue. Like the first game, after the credits, you could kind of go around talking to factions and there was like a little bit of extra resolution. You could see how different factions reacted to how you handled the situation with the hybrid, so that may or may not happen, but at least up until this point, the game was decently fun, somewhat frustrating at times, mind-boggling decision-making in situations. I think overall it's okay. Maybe not like the, well, definitely not like the massive improvement that people would like to see out of a sequel, especially when it took a record amount of time and had a unprecedented amount of funding, I'm assuming. You know, like with the extra time and the extra budget they had, you'd like to see them do a little bit more with the game than they did. The end result, I think, is kind of, it's okay. About the same as the first game. A little bit better in some areas, a little worse in some areas. And that's kind of a little underwhelming, but that's just how I feel on, like, immediate first impression after finishing the game. I'll have to sit down and really think more critically about some of the design aspects and how I feel about it overall. But that's how I feel immediately after triggering the end credits, so I think at this point I'll just shut up and let the end credits play out. And if there's a... when and if they dump me into gameplay again, I'll jump in and see if there's any sort of epilogue or anything else. And if I don't get to that, then I'll say thanks for watching up till this point, those of you that have stuck around. I hope you enjoyed it all. I'm assuming you did if you stuck around this far, but I may be saying thank you again later, but like I say, I'll just let the credits play out for the rest of the way. And then if there is any sort of post-epilogue, post-credits epilogue, we'll see what that looks like when and if it happens.
But humanity's time is running out. And as far as I know, I'm the person with the greatest willpower in Magellan. I will be the one to decide Magellan's destiny. I need to get out of here and deal with the consequences of my actions. I need to talk to the people and make sure they'll do the right thing when the singularity arrives. Ugh. It's so exhausting.
Yeah, I agree. It's all very exhausting. But first, closing in on a 3-hour recording. I hope this isn't going to be too long because I don't want this episode to be too crazy long, and also I'm getting kind of tired. But it seems like I do have a Elex 1 style post-credits thing to go talk to everyone, and for some dumb reason Crony is still like way inside here, even though I told him to go back to the Sebastian's. Now I have to come all the way in here to grab his stupid ass. More frustrating nonsense at the end of the game.
Additional location detected. Maricor.
What?
Good job. Now I want to find out how powerful Skyan AI really is. Do Skyans leave their strategic decisions to intelligent automation? Or are they smart enough to keep dealing with important matters themselves?
Ready. Awaiting command. Main mission complete, Commander.
Sounds good. But it's just a dummy. We both know that.
The singularity?
Yeah, we don't know what it is, and we don't know when it's gonna reach Magellan. In fact, we know absolutely nothing about it. Well, we'll see when the time comes. Who knows what awaits us?
Speculation. People under your leadership will follow Middle Way, a development favoring rational beings of Magellan. An ever-increasing number of machines will be used.
How do you figure that?
Machine experience of autonomous consciousness via Cassandra. Cassandra systems part replicated in host machines and remain after Cassandra deactivation.
Okay, I already thought as much. But you also had a lot of contact with her. And she even took you over a few times, breaching your security protocols. So, you got it all under control, or do I need to worry?
I will be able to tell you once I have completed your DNA analysis. Second humanoid anomaly.
That's a joke.
Yeah, not bad.
Thank you, Commander. Analysis initiated.
Yeah, do that. Let's collect what's left here and see where it takes us.
Yes, Commander.
There's more control node chips?
Good. Let's look for more control node chips.
Acknowledged.
Why is this happening?
Location ahead. Very close range. One troop of Skyan soldiers on guard.
Okay, let's get them. Let's go.
Would this have happened before the final quest?
Following.
What in the world? This... It's, like, it feels very much like something they just left out of the game. What the hell? Unexpected scorpion. Oh, I just realized like my fuel isn't going down, is it? I was like hovering in midair that whole time. I have unlimited fuel.
Contact. Skyan troops ahead.
Yeah, I know.
High probability of collapse. Commander.
Yeah, okay. Just get to it. What have you found out?
Observation. Previous onboard computers, Callahan and Cassandra, share same infrastructure and functionality.
Is that what the data on these node chips is telling you?
Acknowledged. All Skyan technology appears constructed using same algorithms. Conclusion. AI Cassandra has not been significantly redeveloped.
So Skyans don't trust machines much at all. They make the big decisions themselves? They didn't even bother developing new AI. Just use the same ones they've been using for hundreds of years. How many copies do you think they could have made of this AI?
Unclear. Most computers appear not to use this type of control algorithm.
And what the fuck do they use? Wait. Based on what we've seen, the Skyans must have used colossal computing machines. Enough computational power to research billions of human lives. What are they doing with them? What are these computers doing all damn day?
Supposition. Running research.
Still researching? Well, I guess the Skyans are scientists. But researching what exactly? What do the Skyans need to know so badly they dedicate all their computational power to it?
Insufficient information.
Fine. Then look for more of these chips. Maybe we can uncover this secret too. When you detect the next location, let me know, okay?
Acknowledged.
How long does this quest go on for? Good lord, like I thought the game was basically over. There's like a whole subplot that we have to resolve now. Oh my god. Oh, okay, well, it is, like, this recording's getting long and I am tired and I feel like I've finished the game and there's still more crap to do. So I'm gonna end this recording here and I'll just pick it up again in the next one tomorrow after I've slept and rested, and who knows, it might only be a 30-minute session, but I don't want to go down a rabbit hole where this ends up being like another 2 hours of subquesting for everyone. I'm gonna wrap it up here and I'll continue into the next one.